Some stories don't stay buried in the past. They cling to the world of the living, drifting through the cracks of reality like a cold breath on the back of your neck. Tonight, I want to take you into one of these stories, one of Japan's darkest and most unsettling legends. A spirit born not from myth, but from human cruelty. A spirit known as the Onryo, the vengeful dead. In ancient Japan, people believed that when a person dies carrying unbearable pain, betrayal, or injustice, their soul becomes twisted. It refuses to cross peacefully into the afterlife. Instead, it returns, filled with a rage so powerful that not even death can silence it. This spirit becomes an Onryo, a ghost driven not by longing or confusion, but by the burning need to make the living suffer as it once did. And those who have claimed to see an Onryo describe something unforgettable. A pale face drained of all warmth and life. Skin white as snow, stretched tight over sharp, hollow features. Long black hair hanging like a curtain over empty eyes that never blink. A white funeral kimono flowing behind her, swaying as if underwater. There is something deeply wrong about her presence, something that makes the air cold, the shadows heavy, and every instinct in your body whisper, run. But running never helps, because an Onryo doesn't simply appear. She affects the world around her. Lights flicker, doors slam, temperature drops suddenly, as if every trace of warmth is being swallowed. Objects move on their own, whispers echo from empty rooms. And sometimes, there is the unmistakable feeling of fingers, cold, weightless, touching your shoulder, even when no one is there. The most terrifying belief about an Onryo is that she can harm the living, not through illusion or fear, but physically. People who encountered such spirits in old stories often fell ill, went mad, or died mysteriously soon afterward. Where an Onryo lingers, reality twists. Her sorrow becomes a curse upon anyone who crosses her path. And among all the tales of these vengeful spirits, one story rises above the rest, the tragedy of a young woman named Okiku. She was a servant in the house of a powerful samurai, known for her loyalty and kindness. But the samurai became obsessed with her. When she refused his advances, he created a cruel trap. He owned 10 priceless golden plates. One day he hid one of them, and when Okiku couldn't find it, he accused her of stealing. Stealing from a samurai meant certain death. Desperate to prove her innocence, she counted the plates again and again, her voice trembling as she whispered, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But the 10th plate was missing because he had taken it. When she still rejected him, he tortured her and threw her body into a deep stone well. But death was not the end. Night after night, a chilling sound rose from the well counting. Always counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then came a scream so sharp and broken that it drove the samurai to madness. Servants fainted. Animals refused to go near the well, and even today, that well still stands in Himeji Castle. Locals say that on quiet nights, if you listen carefully, the counting still echoes from below. The legend of the Onryo has shaped Japanese culture for centuries. It appears in ancient theater, in poetry, in art, and in the ghost stories told to teach the living a simple, terrifying lesson: that the wounds we inflict on others do not always stay buried with them. Modern horror films like The Ring and The Grudge revived this ancient fear, bringing it to global audiences. But behind every modern portrayal is the same old truth, that some emotions are too powerful to die, And that brings us to the heart of the legend. The Onryo is not just a ghost. She is the embodiment of pain that was never heard, sorrow that was never healed, and justice that was never given. She reminds us that cruelty leaves marks deeper than the grave, and some spirits, once broken, can never rest. So if you ever find yourself alone at night, and you hear soft counting in the dark, or feel a cold breath behind you when the room is still, remember the story of Okiku, and remember what the elders of Japan believed. The dead may forgive, but the Onryo never does.